Hello guys, Mountain of Roses. Welcome back to our subject, the Physical Education and Health 3 or Health Optimizing Physical Education 3 or HOPE, H-O-P-E 3. So our first topic for this week is all about the nature of the different dances. So our objectives for this week is you will know how you will learn, by the way, how why do people dance. Okay, so we were going to tackle more about the different reasons, different ideas, different things why do people really love to dance. Next is we will also discuss the different nature of dancing. So we will one by one, or we will discuss one by one the different dance forms, okay, and also the dance elements. All right, so let's start. Okay, so the nature of dancing. So, okay, let us start first the definition. What is dance, right? So, according from the book or from the internet, dance is a series of movements that follow the speed and rhythm of a piece of music. So, when you perform dancing, it needs to be connected with what we call the music, because yes, there is dancing without the music, but then it as a dancer, no, music or movement dance without a music is not really what we call a good thing, no, to express. Okay, when we say dance with the rhythm of a piece of music, it means there must be a what we call connection from the music and the beats, or what we call the beats came from the nerves. No, I know dancers can appreciate this or can determine this. The music with the music connected with the beats of a nerves or in the human body. So because when we hear some music, no, we try to move like this, like things like this, diba? But if a dancer, when he or she hear a music, there are what we call a rhythm. Okay, the rhythm of the music provides an impact on our body. So that's why we try to move like this, like this, and any kind of movements that can be expressed by a dancer. So this is the definition of dance. It is a series of movements that follow the speed and rhythm of a piece of music. So this is definitely correct. So it features the movement of the body, which includes the hand, the arms, and the head. Okay, not just the arms and the head, but also the legs, the legs, the foot, and also the hips. The all part of our whole body are featured on the what we call dancing. Okay, so it depends on the step on what are those dance movements will needs to emphasize or to project. So another feature will be the movement from one space to another. Yes, it's true. Okay, so we have a locomotor and non-locomotor. We will discuss this later. So when we say movement from one space to another, it means there is a choreography. Okay, there must be a what we call transition of every dancers. Okay, just to entertain people. Okay, so why do we dance, or why do people dance? Okay, so this is what we call the general term, or the general, not just general. These are the most common reason why the people dance. Okay, so first is it has been used in worship. Yes. Okay, there are some people who are using dancing as a part of their worship. Okay, for example, I saw on the TV that when they perform dance or when they sing a song like Alleluia, or I'm sorry for the term if that is not appropriate from this discussion. Okay, for example, people inside the church while they are singing, they're used dancing, like clapping like this, diba? As you notice. So it has also been used in sometimes worship. Okay, though the dancing is open to all, so it's good, no? Next is it plays a role in courtship. So this is what we call the contemporary and modern art. Okay, or let's just say the contemporary dance, or what we call some of that dances can be what we call what this is. Some of the dances can be, for example, there is a couple, no, they used to dance ballroom. Okay, so of course, it it gives them the feeling, no, that they really love each other when they perform. Um, let's just say ballroom dancing. Okay, just guys, I'm imagining that I am having here a partner. Okay, so it plays a role in courtship. Okay, next reason, or the next common reason why do people dancing, it serves as a form of acquaintance of a man and a woman. Yes, that's that the second and third are connected. No, um, there is also like, of course, diba, when you perform dancing, it's not just all male or all female. There is also a situation that there must be a collaboration with the two. No, there must be a partner, or there must be a one example, in a group there's only one woman, and most of them are boys. No, it depends on the choreographer and the choreography of the dance step. But there are also dance formation. For example, the folk dance, no, that it needs to be partner. Okay, so for example, the pandango sa ilaw. Okay, so that folk dances, sometimes there is a just a dance movements with all women, and next will be dances with, or kind of what we call partnered by the male dancers. Okay, so number four, excuse me, number four, it is an expression of one feelings. So as what I said earlier, um, some of the dancers really use dancing to express their emotions, okay, or feelings. Next, as in old times, it brings magical powerful to the people. Yes, it's indeed. No, because imagine the feelings when they perform dancing. No, they cannot tell, or as a dancer, no, sometimes we cannot really explain what we feel. Sometimes we can call it as what we call, wow, it's magic. Wow, it's sort of overwhelming. No, no, it's like we won, like we won $1 million cash. No, that we cannot really tell. No, it's just the happiness that we feel. Okay, so dancers can really appreciate what I said. For those dancers, just to improve more and train yourself. Okay, and then you can feel happy when you perform dancing, though you're not a real dancer. Okay, the next is it brings victory, or somehow restores health to life. Yes, because when we perform dancing, we can rejuvenate our immune system. We can, let's just say, train ourselves on how to become physically fit, and it restores the healthful lifestyle. Okay, because when we perform dancing, we are exposed on the different activities, or the different exercises every day, or in every event. Okay, next will be it serves to entertain others. Yes, that is the very basic perception why people used to dance, because it is, or we want the people to be entertained. We want the people to be entertained. Okay, aside from we are expressing our feelings, we also wanted the people to be entertained. That's the main goal of dancing. Okay, but there are some also that dancers that there, or people that, yeah, they don't know how to dance, but still they dance based on their own. Okay, so excuse me. Okay, let's continue. Okay, okay. Next will be it gives beauty and inspiration to others. Yes, because some of the famous dancers is having a lot of fans right now because of their body movements, or the coolness that they project when they perform dancing. and also it provides them being what we call the iconic people in the world or nowadays. For example, Justin Bieber, Chris Brown, my idol, um, my crush Lisa from Blackpink. So they are one of the example of this uh, common reason why people love to dance because of what we call the inspiration and what we call this the being beloved by some people, okay, because of what we project, what we express, no. So it gives beauty and inspiration to others, okay. That's one of the reason why those other people that not really a good dancer but they love to dance because they have a or they am having a fan, no, with the artist or the famous artist anywhere in the globe, okay. The last will be it is used as a whole body workout. Yes, precisely. That's one of the reason why physical education is one of the big important or one of the major aspect of exercise to perform or to have a body workout, okay, as a whole, as a whole, because in terms of dancing, no, we are using the movements not just on some parts of the body. When we perform dancing, it's what we call the overall portion of our body, okay. For example, when you perform Zumba, okay, when you perform Zumba, all of your body parts are moving, okay, not just your half, not just your arms, not just your leg, not just your head, but overall portion of your body are moving. That's what we call it is used as a whole body workout. All right. So these are one of the most common reasons why people love to dance or why people do dancing. Okay. So next we are going to discuss the nature of the different dances. So these are the dance forms. First will be the traditional and ethnic. So these are the most common traditions or dances in every country or in every nation. Not just here in the Philippines, but also in other countries around the world. Okay, for example, in Europe they have their own traditional dances. In USA they have their own traditional. Yeah, in America they have their own traditional dances. In Japan they have also their own traditional dances. So every country in the world has their own traditional folk and ethnic dance because of their origins. So here in the Philippines we also have our own dances. So these dances was developed by the people that reflect the life of the people of a certain country or a region. Okay, so not all dances are folk dance. Okay, again, not all ethnic dances are folk dance. Okay, so sometimes these dances can be considered as a ritual dance, and it is usually called as really religious dances because of the purposes. So sometimes we cannot really tell that dance is a folk dance. Sometimes the ethnic dances are called as a ritual dances. Okay, so ritual dances are usually called religious dance because of these purposes. The term ethnic and traditional are used when it is required to emphasize the cultural roots of the dance. Okay, again, let me repeat. The term ethnic and traditional are used when it is required to emphasize the cultural roots of the dance. It's correct because some people say that when they perform that dances, they call it as a folk dance, but it's not really folk dance. It is ethnic and sometimes it considered as traditional. No, that's one of the reasons why they emphasizes that there is a cultural roots. No, we need to define if that dances are folk dance or a ritual dance because not all the folk dances are a ritual dance. Not all the folk dances are an ethnic dance. It depends on the tribe or the owner of the said dances are those if those are folk dance or a ritual dance or an ethnic dance. Okay, so traditional and folk dance in the Philippines. So let's proceed from the modern and contemporary. So these dances, no, it is not really what we call, it is not really, before, no, during the 20th century, these dances are not really common. It is very unusual to perform from the people around the globe. So nowadays in the 21st century, these dances, or there are a lot of dances that has been collaborated or correlated with these dance movements, especially in some of the dancers. For example, Mr. Matsi Stefanina. Okay, hi sir. I am your big fan. So example, Mr. Matt Stefanina. So that person is quite using a different styles of dancing. Sometimes he perform modern contemporary art. Sometimes he perform as a famous hip hop, diba? Most of his dances is hip hop or modern hip hop. Okay, so let's just have this example or differences of the modern and contemporary. So contemporary dance is a style of expressive dance that combines elements of several dance genres, including modern, jazz, and lyrical and classical ballet. So in this concept, it's a sort of there is a what we call it correlates from or it related no, or it relates from the ballroom. Okay. So for the modern dance is a broad genre of Western concert or theatrical dance primarily arising around Germany and United States in the late 19th and 20th century. So these are the differences. Okay. So modern and contemporary dance. That we are going not to to have the conflict that one. So next is the ballroom. Okay. Ballroom is one of the what we call the recreational and competitive dance genre on the dance itself, no? Because every year there is a lot of competition in terms of dance sport. So ballroom dancing is a partner dance where couples using step patterns move rhythmically, expressing the characteristics of music. And ballroom dancing consists of two styles, the smooth or standard and the rhythm or Latin. So when we say ballroom, which means it has a lot of divisions or lot of and aspects of steps. Example for that is the foxtrot, waltz, tango, Viennese waltz, quick step, jive, rumba, bolero, cha-cha, mambo, samba, and paso doble, and etc., etc., etc. All right. Let's proceed from the cheer dance. Okay, these dances are famous from the universities. Okay, so universities or any schools or any institution that has an event or a yearly event, for example, for their intramurals. Okay, so the purpose of the cheer dance, it has another name. It is not really a cheer dance, but they use this as cheer dance because they are cheering. While they are cheering, they are also dancing. Okay, so cheer dance is the dance portion of cheerleading, where tumbling and stunts are not included. Okay, it is made of 4 parts, namely pom dance, jazz, hip hop, and line dance. So each performance is about 2.5 minutes and is judged by the dance scales and choreography, as well as the team coordination. Okay, so this is the cheer dance. As you notice in the picture that I presented, that is an example of a cheer dance. Next will be the hip hop or street dance. This is one of my what we call. I really love the genre or my specialty. No, before I used to or my group before or my dance crew. No, because I was a member of the different dance crew in Danau City. So one of my specialization, the street dance and the hip hop. So hip hop dance refers to the street dance styles primarily performed to hip hop music or that have evolved as a part of the hip hop culture. It includes as a wide range of styles, primarily breaking, which was created in the 1970s and the popular by dance crews in United States. So if you notice the movie, the Step Up 1 up to the Step Up Revolution or the Step Up All In, um, right there are lots or there's a lot of dance crew really exist during the 1970s, no? So just check it out, watch it, and you will understand that hip hop is very very amazing when you perform extreme dancing. Okay, the next will be the festival. Okay, this is festival dance, and every yearly or annual or in on the different part of the Philippines or different regions of the Philippines, there are what we call an annual celebration of or what we call the festival dance. So festival dance are celebrated or is celebrated and on every municipalities or cities around the Philippines. So it is very, very, very known. The term festival is very, very known. So festival dances are cultural dances performed to the strong beats and of percussions instruments by a community of people sharing the same culture, usually done in honor of a patron, saint, or in thanksgiving of a bounty harvest. So I know that this is very familiar to all of you. Reminder or just an example, we have a sinulog every January, and we have also sinulog sa Carmen every last week in January, and we have also Carranza Festival here in Danao City. We have also Sarok Festival, a lot of festival here in Cebu City and also in different part of the Philippines. So the festival dance is very very common or the very very well-known festival dance in the Philippines. So these are different art forms, okay? So modern contemporary, ballroom, traditional, folk, and ethnic. So let us proceed now from the dance elements. So when we say dance elements, so it means the elements itself, no, of the what we call sorry, the dance elements of what we call. Wait for a while, guys. Oops, sub na ako for presentation. Okay, so the dance elements. So there are 5 dance elements. Okay, first is the body, action, space, and time, or they call themselves as, in short, baste. Okay, so the first element will be the napade. So there is also what we call question. No, every element has a corresponding question. So first is from the body. So who, diba? Who is who means it focus on the dancer or it means a dancer. A dancer is the first element of the dance, which means the body. No, without a dancer, without a body, there's no what we call dance. No, just one of it or one elements of it will if ever there's a one element will vanish or will remove. I don't know what happened to the what we call dance movements or the evolution of dance or the elements of dance. Okay, who, which means a dancer, focus on the body. The does what, which means moves or what we call the action. Where it refers the through space or the space itself. When it talks about the time, so the time element. And how, which it talks about energy, so the energy. So when we use the 5 elements as a sentence, a dancer moves through space and time with energy. So it's a good thing to become a motto when you become a real dancer. All right. So next will be, or the first element to discuss is the body. So the body has a locomotor, non-locomotor, body shape, body base, and body parts. So locomotor, it is a movement to travel through space, which means you will dance one place to another. No, you are going to perform the choreography. Next, the non-locomotor, which means the movements that stay on the spot, which means you are dancing at your own space or at your own place. Okay, which means you are moving to, your hands are moving but not your feet. You are dancing in the same place. Okay, you can move your feet but not moving at one place to another. That's non-locomotor. Next will be the body shape. So the body shape, which means the angles or shapes that the body parts make. So any kinds of movements or gestures that you make, it is what we call the body shape. Next will be the body base. Body base is how the body contacts with the floor, which means it what we call the balancing. Okay, whatever you perform, there must be a balance that needs to be steady, because without the balance, you will go down. Next will be the body parts. So the body parts of the body doing the movement. So when we say body parts, the hands, the legs, the heads, or any part of the body that is doing the what we call the different angle shapes and the locomotor, the non-locomotor movements, or the body contacts of our vessel. Okay, when we say vessel, this is our body. Next elements will be the action. So as a basic element, action is any human movement included in the acting of dancing or in the act of dancing. It may also include dance steps, facial movements, partner lifts, gestures, and even everyday movements. So it's very, very basic for you to understand, no? The elements. This is the second element, action. Next will be the space. So the elements of dance, space. So it focuses on the place, directions, range, level, pathways, and the focus. So space, or the place where the focus of the piece is, the direction, which way the performers face, the range, the use of the area and how big the movements are, level, the height of the movements and performers, and the pathways, the direction of travel in space, focus, where the performers look. So there must be a spacing on the choreography, there must be a proper direction. If asa ka mulingi, atura ka lingi. Kung asa ka mundo pa, atura ka mundo pa. Okay? Your position is that position, his position is that position. So there must be a spacing. Our spacing is the very big important in terms of dancing, especially when you have a group or when you are in a group. Okay? So for example, if you are on the inside the room, then when you perform dancing, then you didn't notice the space or on how to focus on the space. So of course, when you perform dancing without using the space, maparok ka sa bumbong or mabangga ka. Okay. Next element will be the time. So when we say time, there is an accent, duration, rhythm, tempo, and beat. So this is one of the basic elements of time. Accent, which means the emphasis of the movement. No? Emphasis. There must be what we call proper projection of the movement. Okay? Next will be the duration. How long a move or movements last for. Okay? The duration. Okay? Next will be the rhythm, the underlying beat in the music. Next will be the tempo. How fast or slow the movement or music is, because there are some music that has being low. When we say low, it means like bata. The tempo is very low. And when you say fast, tubidibidap dap, tubidibidap dap, tubidibidap dap, tubidibidip dip, that is a tempo or the fast tempo. Next is the timing of the music, the beat. So there must be a proper timing when you listen to the beat of the music, for example, and tugs, 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 tug, tugs, tugs, tugs. Oh, so that's the beat. You are following the beats of the music and then using your own prediction, like tugs, 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 tugs. Okay, there is a beat and a timing in terms of dancing. Okay, next is the energy. So energy has only weight, quality, and the flow. All right. So in weight, how the dancers uses or resist gravity. No. So in this situation, there are some dance movements that are not really easy. Okay. There are some dance movements that are cannot be balanced. No. So when you perform dancing, the energy is required for you, no, to maintain. Next is the quality. the quality is the type of movement they perform. So, of course, as a dancer, the quality of movements is very, very required. Because when you perform dancing without a good quality, a viewer or the audience will say that you are not a good dancer. Though you can dance, but you cannot do it precisely. Okay, a quality of dance is very important. Next is the flow. The flow. How much restriction a dancer puts on the movement. Okay, so which means when you consider that the whole performances, there must be what we call a precise flow or the good quality of flow. No, there must be a what we call errors. There must be a what we call the synchronized movements of the body or the dance. So the flow. Okay. Okay, so at least those are the five elements of dancing. Hopefully you understand that. Okay. Next will be the what we call the dance exercise. So, what is the connection of dancing, or what is the use of dancing as an exercise, or let's just say, what is the use of dancing, or what is dance as an exercise? Well, if you watch the first video about the physical activity and exercise, dancing is one of the amazing activity that you can perform that will cluster the five components of physical fitness. So first, here we have a cardiovascular endurance. Yes, why cardiovascular endurance? Because when we perform dancing, sometimes our cardio inside, or our lungs or our breathing are having like this. Okay, so it means there's a pressure on our chest and our lungs. So it means it gives a what we call exercise. It provides a proper health of breathing. Our pulse are having a fast beat, no? So which means it reflects to our heart, or it will result to a healthy heart. Okay, but too much exercise or too much cardio will not good in your let me just say cardiovascular. Okay, it needs to be step-by-step process. When you perform today, make sure that it's moderate. When you perform the other day, it must be moderate. When you perform for the next day, it must be moderate. But if ever you can do better, you can exceed the limit. Okay, so that your cardiovascular endurance will improve more. Okay. Next will be the muscular strength. In terms of dancing, we are using a force, no, or the energy, no. The elements of dancing imparts here the muscular strength. So there must be a connection. When you perform dancing, there is what we call power that we can release, no. Like example, the genre of dancing, cramping, no. Cramping, usually they are when they do dancing, they are releasing the power of strength. Okay. The third component will be the muscular endurance. So it means your capability of the repetitive action of your force. Okay. On how many or how long will you long last to perform that kind of dances? Because me as a dancer, I cannot really dance straight 2 hours. Okay. So some of you, no, especially those who don't know how to dance, or not good in dancing, or not doing exercise as a dancing, or not using dancing as an exercise. So the cardiovascular endurance will help you take long, okay, continue more and push through with it. Okay. Next, the fourth component will be the flexibility. When we say flexibility, it comes from the word flexible. When you perform dancing, you are so flexible. Okay, I'm not saying that the same from the gymnastics, but this flexibility, it helps you to become physically fit. I mean, physically fit in terms of figure. Your joints are well placed. You can do flexible stretching, no, and many more. So flexibility in dancing, the flexibility is a very, very, very good impact in terms you perform dance as an exercise. Next will be the body composition. Okay, the body composition, it leads you from for example, the body mass index. Okay, and another portion of the body composition, it will with the use of dance exercise, it will give you a good body shape. So before, if you think that you are fatter, then when you use the dance as an exercise, which means, or at the end of the activity or many activities, or if you continue dance as an exercise, you will have a what we call a good body figure. Okay, you will lose weight. You will have also a good healthy lifestyle, because when you have a good body figure, which means your body mass index will become normal. Okay, so speaking of body mass index, let us determine the composition, or the body composition, or the body mass index figure or data on what is the good or the bad body mass index. So let us start from the good. So the body mass index, or the normal body mass index, will be 18.5 to 24.9. And for the not good body mass index result is 18.5% below, which means you are low BMI, or also called as underweight. Then another BMI between 25.0 to 29.9 is considered as high BMI, or what we call overweight. Okay. Then for the 30.0 above is called a very, very high, or another term, obesity. Okay. So if you are having a not good body composition, I am highly recommending you to perform an activity. Okay, just to maintain your body figure, body lifestyle, and your health, or you yourself will have a good healthy lifestyle. Okay, I recommend to do exercise, guys. It's very important. Okay, so so I think that's all for the topic of the nature of the different dances. So for our next activity of this discussion, I provided you another video. It is what we call the fundamental dance step. So hopefully that from the very first discussion of our dances, the Philippine folk dance, hopefully that you all will perform the activity, and hopefully that you will understand, hopefully that you understand the lesson for today. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. This discussion, or this virtual discussion, this virtual discussion is what we called a spontaneous. Okay, so there is no edit in this video. Okay, because it takes time for me to edit, or to furnish the whole discussion. No, I know there are lapses of the time, but for me it takes time. No, because there are a lot of preparations to do for next week's discussion. Okay, so hopefully you understand, and thank you for listening, and thank you for watching this video. And if you want to have an advanced video discussion, just click the subscribe button on my YouTube channel, and then hit the notification bell and press like. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for listening, and have a great day, and see you next week. Adelante.